some great points. First of all, the Delaware law, they don't even have early voting. You can't even vote early in Delaware, and you can't until 2022. That's
wow.
Amazing. Here he is, bitching and moaning about the fact that in some locations, early voting on some days can stop at 5, or the election officials can push it back till 7 if they want to.
Right.
Plus, you have weekends where, somebody's got one day off at least, right? So Saturday and even Sunday voting.
Yeah, if needed, right?
If you want, you can do 2 extra Sundays.
So it's almost as if they added a couple of days.
It's almost as if they did. Yeah. In fact, well, it is that way. They did. They added days and they added hours. And so then you look at Delaware, the state that Joe Biden is from, and they don't even have it at all. You just vote on Election Day, and that's it. Sorry, you don't have any other opportunity to vote.
Well, no, we're going to change that in a couple of years.
My gosh, that's incredible. That is incredible. And then for Coke and all these hypocrites,
they're most definitely
to be jumping all over Georgia, and they say not one word about what's going on in China.
No way.
Where they do how much business?
Most
of their business is probably being done there now.
That's why, right?
Yeah, no, of course that's why. But what hypocrisy?
Oh yeah, I mean that's the same as they're going to bash Georgia and they're going to talk about boycotting Georgia, but when it comes down to the possibility of boycotting China for the Olympics, no way.
They won't even talk about it.
No, we believe China. Those aren't concentration camps. Those are re-education camps.
They just killed 2 officials, 2 Uyghur officials, for separatist activities.
Yeah.
Oh, they sentenced them to death. I don't think they've actually executed them yet, but they did sentence them to death.
And no, for sure,
amazing.
For sure, we're not using cotton picked by the Uyghurs from the Xinjiang province. We're getting that from somewhere else.
Oh,
they're not. Those Olympic uniforms, those Olympic uniforms that are being made, from the cotton there, and no, that's not from there.
Oh, where is it from?
That's not, some other place.
Right. What other place?
It's just down the road, not there.
Huh.
So don't even worry about it.
Weird.
Just leave us alone. We're fine.
Like to have a little more specific location so I could kind of pinpoint.
They actually do say. I don't remember.
They do say it.
It's in another province. So I mean, they're just saying that no, we're not using the
slave labor.
We're not using the slave labor.
What a lie! It's a lie.
Of course.
You know it is. And China's literally getting away with murder. They're literally killing the Uyghurs, millions of them so far, over 1 million, and nobody cares. Nope. Essentially, nobody cares. Certainly, Coca-Cola doesn't. Certainly, the NBA doesn't. And why?
Right.
Well, because there's too much business to be had for the NBA and for Coke. And I'm not going to piss off a country with 1.4 billion potential customers.
And big tech is right along with them.
You bet.
I mean, they've edited all kinds of stuff out to to play nice with the Chinese government. I'm sorry, the state. And Hollywood definitely plays nice with China. I mean, they want that market.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Shirzat Bawudan, former head of the Xinjiang Department of Justice, has been sentenced to death with a 2-year reprieve on the charge of splitting the country.
Wow.
That's an interesting charge.
That is an interesting charge.
Splitting the country. He'd conspired, they said, with the terrorist organizations, took bribes, carried out separatist activities. They don't really define what those are. He was found guilty of colluding with the East Turkestan Islamic movement, listed as a terror group by the UN. After meeting a key member of the group in 2003.
Wow.
So they got right on that. That's only 18 years ago. I'm glad to see they jumped right on it.
Yeah, well, it's got to go through the process.
Jeez. And the U.S. has even spoken, the government has, about the genocide that's being inflicted on the Uyghurs in China and other Muslim minorities. And again, nobody cares because They're certainly for these U.S. businesses. They just believe this is their new business frontier. This is their big growth area, especially for the NBA. Basketball is so big in China, and they know it. Yeah. And so the NBA won't say a single word.
They just signed a new deal. Yeah, they just signed a new deal worth millions more money. And remember when they had the comments against them? Shoot, whenever nobody said anything except for one of the players. Remember, he had to apologize, or they wanted him to apologize, and China stopped carrying the games just to prove their point. No, we'll just stop carrying it. We won't let our people watch.
It wasn't even one of the players, was it? I think it was the GM of the Houston Rockets.
Right.
GM of the Houston Rockets made a little peep about it. And so they banned all Rockets merchandise. They wouldn't show them or show the NBA for a while. And I think this new deal overcomes that. But,
yes, it does.
But that's what happens. They'll slap you down, and then you won't have their market available to you.
So China is calling the education camps part of a de-radicalization program to fight terrorism and poverty. Oh. Okay.
Huh.
No problem.
Okay.
We believe you.
Well, that explains it.
Sure,
then.
Never mind.
That explains it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Everybody, business as usual in China. Nothing to see here. Move along. Move along.